Okay, I'm going to start by answering the questions that I know you all have. Do I need to know how to code to build a chatbot on IIMAGINE? No. Do I need to install anything on my computer or a cloud host? No. I don't want to make chatbots myself. Can you make chatbots for me? Yes. Can I sell other services that don't involve chatbots? Yes. Can I start my AI services agency with less than $100? Yes. If you're still watching, hi, I'm Adam Radley. I'm the founder of IIMAGINE. I'm going to show you how to start and build an AI services agency by using the IIMAGINE platform to build and deploy AI chatbots and to sell regular digital agency services by leveraging AI. We've created some AI tools and a step-by-step strategy that takes all of the friction out of starting and building a digital agency. This is what we'll cover in this video. What is an AI services agency? How big is the opportunity? What can I do on IIMAGINE? Revenue streams, how many different ways can I make money? Picking a niche, business models, mindset, how to get customers, how to create a chatbot, what you need to start, and your startup budget. This might end up being a long video, so I've created timestamps that you can use to jump around the video and watch it in any order you want. It's in the description. You know and I know that we all have a massive opportunity in front of us. So go ahead and get a coffee or tea or whatever and get rid of every distraction and sit back and think very carefully about how this information applies to your specific circumstance. I can 100% guarantee you that the content in this video is not available anywhere else on YouTube. Now before we get started, I know that some of you will be thinking, who exactly are you and why should I be listening to you? Now, nobody likes long answers to that question, but there are some key things you need to know. I'm Australian. When the internet became a thing, I created one of the world's first online education companies and raised $100 million for it. I created an event called World Reconciliation Day that was held at a football stadium, and my company donated $1 million to Nelson Mandela's charity. In fact, I've been involved with a lot of non-profit projects because that's something that's very important to me. I created a private equity fund that focused on buying tech businesses in the United States. As a result of that, I lived in California for 15 years. My TEDx talk about passion has more than 1 million views, and that's only 1% of my story. I've experienced a lot of success and a lot of failure. If you're just getting started, I'm pretty sure you need to listen to what I have to say. Okay, so what am I doing now? Well, I'm the founder of IIMAGINE.ai. You already know that you can use IIMAGINE to create AI chatbots. I'll get into more detail about everything you can do on IIMAGINE later in the video. But before we go any further, some of you might not be clear about what AI really is. I'm not going to answer that question in this video, but I've created another non-technical video that tells you everything you need to know. There's a lot of AI terminology out there. If you're going to sell AI services, you need to have a basic understanding of what it all means. This is a summary of the content in that video. If somebody hires you to work for them, they're doing it because you're presenting yourself as an expert. So are you? Or are you just pretending to be an expert? Pretenders will get crushed by people that are legit. I'll let you decide which category you want to be in. If you're serious about building an AI services business, you have to be prepared to allocate 15 to 20 minutes of your life to watching a simple video that explains what it is. If you have no expertise whatsoever and you choose not to watch that video, that will be your indication that you have failed before you've even started. Okay, so what is an AI services agency? The simple explanation is that it's a digital agency that specializes in delivering services that use AI or leverage AI. An example of using AI is gathering the case law relating to intellectual property law into a knowledge repo that lawyers can chat with by using a chatbot. An example of leveraging AI to deliver a service is using an AI text generator to develop a detailed customer persona, then generate sales copy for an email marketing campaign. So how big is this opportunity? Well, I'll start with this statement. Every business will end up using AI directly or indirectly. This will create a massive opportunity for people that can help businesses to protect against the downside of AI and take advantage of the upside of AI. How do I know this? Well, it's definitely not from listening to a fake guru on YouTube. Let's start by looking at research relating to chatbots specifically. Look at those numbers and look at the curve in that graph. The market for chatbots in 2020 was 1 billion. By 2030, it'll be 27 billion. But it's important to remember that this only relates to chatbots. This research paper relates to AI services. It says the global AI as a service market size was worth approximately 9.3 billion in 2023 and poised to generate revenue of around 55 billion by the end of 2028, projecting a compound annual growth rate of 42% from 2023 to 2028. Now, what is AI services according to this report? AI as a service refers to the delivery of artificial intelligence capabilities and tools via the cloud as a subscription-based service. Well, that's exactly what IIMAGINE is. Now, some customers will use a platform like IIMAGINE to create what they need themselves, but a lot of other customers don't want to do anything themselves, and they will pay other people to do it. That's where you come in. So do you want to share in this upside? Demand for these products and services is skyrocketing, but this is not like learning to use a new social media platform. Any idiot 10-year-old can do that. This requires a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of customization. That's why a lot of businesses will need your help. So let's do a quick review of what you can do on IIMAGINE, then we can talk about your potential revenue streams. There are literally hundreds of ready-made use cases here for Google Ads, Facebook Ads, Bing Ads, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. There's also more use cases for every section of a landing page or a website. There are tools for text-to-speech and speech-to-text. There's a chatbot that's powered by ChatGPT, so it can be used the exact same way. And finally, you can make chatbots. This is the pricing. Now, for most of you watching this video, the main restriction here relates to the number of chatbots you can create. You'll be able to create 2 chatbots in this $49 a month plan. I'll come back to that later. There are multiple revenue streams that you can generate using IIMAGINE. I'm going to list them in order of least amount of work to the most amount of work. The easiest way to generate revenue with IIMAGINE is to join the affiliate program. If you refer people to IIMAGINE and they become paying customers, we'll pay you 30% of the revenue from that customer for the life of that customer. But there's one important thing that I want to mention that makes our affiliate program different from everyone else. One of the main problems you have as an affiliate is a scenario where you tell people to use your affiliate link, but they end up deciding to sign up directly and you miss out on the commission. We have solved that problem. If you refer a customer to us, we allow them to check a box that confirmed that they signed up from your affiliate link. And we send that confirmation to you. So, when you're telling people to sign up to IIMAGINE with your affiliate link, you can offer them an incentive to use your link. For example, you can offer a free guide about how to use AI for marketing, but they can only get it if they sign up with your link. This feature allows you to see who really did and didn't sign up with your link. Now, even if you're not planning to participate in the affiliate program, I hope that you can see that this is a pretty strong demonstration of our commitment to working with you as a partner and the extent that we'll go to help you succeed. Okay, the next revenue stream is offering traditional digital agency services. If you're thinking about setting up a digital agency, but the idea of selling AI services feels a little complicated, you can just sell traditional services like managing ads on Google and Facebook, SEO, writing, creating social media content, managing social media engagement, WordPress development, whatever. You'll be able to deliver all of these services with a higher level of quality and in less time by using all of the template use cases on IIMAGINE. Some of you might be thinking, well, why is this better than using ChatGPT? Well, let's look at an example where we compare ChatGPT and IIMAGINE. Let's start with ChatGPT. As you can see, I'm using GPT-4, the most advanced model from OpenAI. Let's say that your client is a yoga studio and the owner has hired you to increase the sale of memberships for the studio. Most people will start by writing something like, write some sales copy that will sell memberships for a yoga studio. This is the result. It's pretty generic. Firstly, we can use a chatbot like ChatGPT if we want, but there's a better option. We can see more than 650 ready-made templates. ChatGPT doesn't have any. Let's scroll to the section about sales copy. There's 25 ready-made sales copy templates ready for you to use. Let's try the problem, agitate, solve template. So instead of asking a generic question like, write some sales copy that will sell memberships for a yoga studio, and getting a generic result, this template guides you through the process so you can easily provide all of the critical information the AI needs to generate the best result. So let's answer these simple questions. As you can see, this approach forces you to consider some basic information that forms part of a successful sales campaign before wasting time and money on marketing. For example, have you defined the target market? What is the unique selling proposition? This is the result. You can make any edits you like. ChatGPT won't let you make edits. Then you can save the result, including your edits. Also not possible with ChatGPT. The result from IIMAGINE actually mentions the business name, product name, the unique selling proposition, and it uses language designed to appeal to this specific target audience instead of a general audience. So the sales copy from IIMAGINE can generate much higher conversion rates and revenue than sales copy from ChatGPT. These use cases are not just limited to sales copy. You can also use them to get AI to help you with other aspects of running a business or day-to-day life, like using AI to optimize your time management, solve problems, improve your communication skills, optimize your daily routine. And the AI will do all of this based on your specific unique circumstances. Nothing is generic. You can even use it for diagnosing health issues or for relationship advice. All you need to do is answer the simple questions in the form and click submit. There's a $19 a month plan for IIMAGINE. If saving money is important to you, you can just stop using ChatGPT and replace it with IIMAGINE, and you'll be using the same AI technology, but you'll also have access to all of these other tools for free, and you can use them to generate revenue. Now let's talk about generating revenue by building and selling chatbots. The most common chatbot that you probably already know about is chatbots for customer support. So what's the difference between those old, clunky chatbots that everybody hates dealing with and an AI chatbot? The simple answer is that they can have an infinite knowledge base and they can interact like humans. Now there are many types of chatbot, so let's work through them. The customer support chatbot, its purpose is to help customers with general questions. The prospective customer chatbot, its primary purpose is to sell. The existing customer chatbot, for use by existing customers only. The business manager chatbot, for use by business managers and owners. It's trained on how to manage and grow a specific business. And the internal use chatbot, for use by employees. For example, for onboarding, company policies, workplace rules, workflows, protocols, internal knowledge, and data. They all operate the same way. You create a knowledge base, then you set up a chatbot to behave according to a set of rules. I'm sure some of you will want to see some demos that you can play around with. We've created 10 demo chatbots for different types of businesses on this page. The link's in the description. These chatbots are all prospective customer chatbots. This demo chatbot has been set up for a fictitious accounting firm called Beacon Ledger Solutions, or BLS. The chatbot has been trained to answer questions from prospects that are looking for an accounting firm, and it has the objective of converting them into clients. The chatbot can also answer general questions about accounting. So go ahead and pretend to be a prospective customer and ask the chatbot literally anything. We've included a profile for this fictitious firm, so you can see how the chatbot answers questions compared to the information that's been provided. We've also included a list of sample questions you can ask the chatbot. Finally, we've included some FAQs about price, features, and our service. Keep in mind that AI chatbots range from very simple to very complex. These demos are simple and they make it easy for potential customers to understand what they're dealing with. Some customers will sign up to IIMAGINE and create these chatbots themselves, and some others will want to pay us to create them for them. If you want to create chatbots like this for your clients, you can create them yourself and sell them for any amount of money you like. If you want to sell these chatbots to clients, but you want us to create them for you, you can do that as well. So let's just get into a little bit more detail about how you might be able to generate additional revenue. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, do I really need all of these other services from IIMAGINE? Well, if you want to generate more revenue, yes, you need them. For example, what if your client wants a chatbot for an e-commerce business that helps them convert more prospects into paying customers? If you're not good at what you do, you'll tell your client to send you whatever information they have about their products, and then you'll put that information into the knowledge repo of the chatbot and then deliver the chatbot. Again, this is what you would do if you're not good at what you do. If you are good at what you do, you'll understand that your client's objective is not to get a chatbot. Your client doesn't give a crap about chatbots. Your client wants more revenue, and chatbots will only become part of a conversation if they can contribute to increasing revenue. So how will a chatbot do that? Well, it will use words to convince people to buy. What words will it use? It will use the words that you're telling it to use. You're the one building the chatbot. If you know that the success of this project is dependent on the ability of this chatbot to sell, then you know that this is a copywriting issue. You can use these template use cases to create sales copy for the chatbot that will increase conversion rates and charge more money for your chatbot. And your client will be very happy to pay extra money because this is not just a chatbot, it's a chatbot that increases revenue. They're not the same thing. You can also improve the sales copy on the landing pages and product pages. So how do you figure out if there really was an increase in revenue? Before creating the chatbot, Ask the client for access to their Google Analytics so you can see the traffic data for their site, and also ask for access to the online sales data, then use all of this information to calculate the current conversion rate. Then do the same calculation again after setting up and running the chatbot for 30 days. You should be able to send your client some very simple and crystal clear data that proves that the conversion rate has increased and that they're making more money, all because of you. Now, I'm guessing a lot of you might not know what to do with this voice-to-text tool. Well, you know that one of the most common uses for chatbots is in customer support, and you know that most of those calls are recorded. You can get a copy of those audio files, upload them here and get a transcript. Then you can go to the chatbot and enter a prompt like, "I'm going to provide some text from customer support calls below. Give me the following information: a sentiment analysis. Let me know what customers like and don't like about this product. Let me know the top 10 issues that customers struggle with." Do you think the owner of the business might be interested in that information? It takes you a few minutes to do this, and you can sell it for a few $100s. You can use all of these tools to differentiate yourself from your competitors in a very clear and obvious way. That will help you close more clients than you would otherwise close, and it will allow you to charge more money than you otherwise would. Or to put it in marketing terms, you will lower your customer acquisition cost and increase your customer lifetime value, and they are the two most important metrics in a digital agency. If you take the time to learn how your client's business operates, you can connect the dots and use these tools to generate revenue a million different ways. But there's no way for you to know how to improve a business if you've never managed a business. And when I say business, I mean a business that has many employees. Why? Because 99% of business owners will tell you that their biggest challenge is managing humans. Their biggest challenge is not marketing. It's the human responsible for marketing. Their biggest challenge is not IT systems. It's the human responsible for IT systems. If you've never run a business before, then you won't be able to take advantage of these opportunities because you simply don't have the knowledge and experience you need to do it. If you're new to the game, stick to offering services around your specific areas of expertise and don't pretend to know how to run your client's business. So let's talk about picking a niche. Back in 2015, I created a framework called the theory of PI. PI stands for passion, income, and impact, and this is a simple summary of the theory. If the thing you're most passionate about and the thing that you do to earn income are the same, and they also have a positive impact, then you're much more likely to succeed, and, more importantly, you're living in the sweet spot of life. The critical point to make here is that the business opportunity that you pursue needs to meet all three criteria concurrently. Meeting one or two of the criteria isn't good enough. I'll make a more detailed video about this later. For now, let's look at some examples of people that actually live this way. Taylor Swift. She's passionate about her songs generate income, the songs themselves provide a lot of enjoyment for people, and for some people, those songs might even help them get through some tough times in their lives. Elon Musk. He's passionate about eliminating the use of fossil fuels. Tesla allows him to work on his passion, generate income from it, and have a positive impact on the planet. What about the local yoga instructor? She's passionate about yoga, generates income from it, and the yoga lessons she provides have a positive impact on her customers' health. So let's use a digital agency as an example. If you like fitness, it would make sense for you to target gyms because you'll have to spend a lot of time understanding how gyms work in order to be able to know what service you can offer a gym owner and how to convince them to buy from you. This is all part of learning to speak the language of your customer. Customers don't like buying from people that don't speak their language. If you hate the world of plumbing, but somebody tells you that the plumbing niche is a good opportunity and you decide to pursue it, you'll start spending a huge amount of time learning how a plumbing business works, then you'll be miserable, and then you'll stop working on it. I know there are some fake gurus on YouTube that say that passion doesn't matter. Those fake gurus can go fuck themselves. I have a TEDx talk about passion that has more than 1 million views, and if that isn't enough, listen to these people.
I'm wondering what would be the single most valuable piece of advice you'd give us?
People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It's really hard, and you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it, and you don't really love it, you're going to give up. And that's what happens to most people, actually. If you really look at the ones that ended up being successful, unquote, in the eyes of society and the ones that didn't, oftentimes it's the ones that are successful loved what they did so they could persevere. when it got really tough. And the ones that didn't love it quit because they're sane, right? Who would want to put up with this stuff if you don't love it? So it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of worrying constantly. And if you don't love it, you're going to fail. So you got to love it. You got to have passion.
Many kids and many grown-ups do figure out over time what their passions are. And sometimes we let I don't think it's that hard. I think what happens though sometimes is that we let our intellectual selves overrule those passions. And so that's what needs to be guarded against.
So let's talk about business models. You probably know that there are two common business models for digital agencies. Doing work for a one-time fee, or doing work for a one-time fee plus a recurring fee. Now when you're getting started, you should obviously take whatever you can get, but you need to have a plan in mind for the medium and long term so you can make decisions now that set you up for success down the road. Now if you do plan to generate recurring revenue, you need to get clear about what you're going to offer on an ongoing basis to justify the recurring fee. For example, if you set up Facebook ads for a client, then after 3 months, the client logs into the ads account and notices that nothing much has changed and everything's running on autopilot, they'll question the ongoing fees. Or maybe you created a chatbot, but then you didn't update the knowledge base or any features or anything else. Now, I know that some clients just don't want to deal with it and they'll happily pay you anyway, but that's a very small portion of clients. And this type of client should never represent your primary income source. If you're lucky enough to have some of these clients that are prepared to pay you for doing nothing, you should think of them as a bonus. Your prime objective should always be to provide more value than the amount you're getting paid. Get in the habit of doing a thorough review of your client's unique requirements and circumstances and updating it over time. You can do this by just asking a lot of questions. You can send a communication that is something like this. Hey Jack, I'm working on ways to increase your revenue or conversion rates or whatever. Can you help me out with these questions? If it's faster to chat on the phone, let me know. Whatever works for you. If you ask questions that do not specifically relate to the pain points of your client, they'll think that you're bothering them. But if you do ask questions that directly relate to solving their biggest challenges, they'll respond enthusiastically, and you can use that information to figure out how to offer other services that will help your client and justify the recurring monthly fees. So if you want to start receiving and continue receiving recurring fees, you need to do this on an ongoing basis. Now let's talk about mindset. And in case you're wondering, this is not going to be a motivational speech. I want you to think very carefully about what you're really doing here. The best way to explain this is to let you in on how I think about my business. What is my personal, selfish objective? I built IIMAGINE, it's a software company. I want people to subscribe and use my software. How will I do that? Well, I'm planning to offer as many mission-critical features and services in return for a small monthly subscription that will eventually become an offer that people cannot refuse. If you're serious about building a real business, you need to think the same way. What are you going to offer that nobody can refuse? Now, I want to clarify, I'm not talking about the sales pitch. 20% of a successful sale comes down to the sales pitch, and 80% comes down to offering a great product or service. Some people will argue that it's the other way around. Everyone that thinks it's the other way around is a fake guru, and I can prove it. You know how much reviews matter. Regardless of whether you're picking out a restaurant or a product on Amazon, you look at the reviews. And every business owner will tell you that those reviews will make or break their business. Now ask yourself this question. What exactly are customers reviewing? They are 100% not reviewing the sales pitch that convinced them to become a customer. They're reviewing the quality of the product or service they bought. Now let's ask another question. What are the people that are reading these reviews looking for? Why are they reading the reviews? Again, they are 100% not reading the reviews to get information about the sales pitch that convinced people to become a customer. They're reading reviews to get information about the quality of the product or service. Now I know that some of you will be thinking that digital agencies and the services they offer may not be reviewed in the same way as a product on Amazon. Firstly, that's not correct. There are some platforms that provide reviews of digital agencies. Secondly, it doesn't make any difference. The reason I'm bringing out this critical concept is that I can guarantee you with 100% certainty that you will in fact be reviewed. How can I guarantee it? If you offer a digital agency service for $2,000 a month to a customer you will be reviewed at the end of the month. If the decision maker in that business thinks that your services are worth more than $2,000 per month, they'll extend for one more month. If not, they'll cut you off. And then this review process will happen again at the end of next month. So what do you do if you get a bad review, or if a customer cancels your contract? Well, some people will review IIMAGINE and decide that they don't like it. I'm mentally prepared for that. I know that we compare well to our competitors, so I know that the overwhelming majority of reviews will be positive. In the meantime, if I see legit reviews that are critical of some aspect of my business, I'm happy to accept those reviews as constructive feedback and work on fixing the issues that led to them. If a competitor shows up tomorrow and offers something similar to IIMAGINE, the first thing I'll do is work on adding even more mission-critical stuff to my product to make sure that my customers are getting more value from me than anyone else. Why? Because I'm 100% committed to the success of my business. So what's my point? I'll summarize it this way. Put your name on a business, then be prepared to be reviewed. Nobody wants to have their name associated with garbage. Now you're probably thinking, I'm new to this and I don't really know how to go about getting my first customer. It's okay, I've got your back. I'm taking responsibility for helping you get your first customer and increasing your revenue on an ongoing basis. I'm creating a series of videos about 101 ways to get customers. Yes, 101. Every video will include a step-by-step plan for how to do it. Now this will give you a massive twofold opportunity to generate revenue. Firstly, you can use these 101 strategies to get customers for your own business and increase revenue that way. Secondly, you can offer these same strategies to your clients and charge for those services and increase revenue that way. So this will help you to get more customers and it will help you increase revenue per customer. So how will this work? The YouTube channel you're watching right now is for people that want AI business ideas. The 101 ways to get customers will be in a playlist. Look out for them on this YouTube channel. With all of that said, I want to make an important point about all of the obvious ways to get customers. For example, if you want to reach out to 100 people on LinkedIn, 90 of them will probably ignore you, but 10 might say something like, well, I'm not sure if I need this, but I'm prepared to listen to what you have to say. So what do? Create 10 demo chatbots based on some publicly available information about their business, like maybe an article they wrote or something on their website, and then send them the demo. Everybody will be curious to know how well the chatbot communicates about their own data. Advertising. If you want to start advertising AI services, you need to start doing it now while the cost per click on platforms like Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn are low. If you wait, the cost will go up, and so will your customer acquisition cost. SEO. If you want to build an AI services business with SEO, you need to move now while keywords like AI for dentists have low volume and low competition. I'm not going to mention every strategy for getting clients because at the time of this video, every marketing strategy is open and has a small amount of competition. The simple summary is that you should pick the marketing strategies that best suit you, create demo chatbots, and put them in front of your target market. And you need to do it now before you get hit with major competition. So let's talk about creating a chatbot. I've created a dedicated video for creating a chatbot on IIMAGINE. You should obviously watch it. For now, I'm going to show you in real time how to make a chatbot on IIMAGINE and deploy it in less than 60 seconds. I'm going to select the type of chatbot that I want from these templates and save it. I'll upload the Google Annual Report for 2022. I'll copy and paste my API keys for OpenAI and a vector database. I'll adjust the creativity level down. I'll paste some text in that will create some context for the chatbot. Now I'll grab the embed code and paste it into a web page. So now we can see the chatbot on the front end. Okay, does it work? Let's ask a question. What was Google's revenue in 2022? 282 billion is the correct answer. Time check. As I said earlier, you need to watch my video about how to create a chatbot so you can actually understand what I did and why I did what I did. You can sell that chatbot for $1,000. In fact, there's a lot of people selling chatbots like this for many thousands of dollars. What does it cost to create this chatbot? The plan you need to sign up for IIMAGINE to be able to create this chatbot will only cost you $49 a month. Okay, so what do you need to get started? The only thing you need to bring to the table is a computer with internet access. There is a long list of other things you need, but I'm going to give them to you. This is what you need. Access to a chatbot builder. Access to a team that will build chatbots for you. the ability to pursue multiple other revenue streams that don't include chatbots, access to ChatGPT or something similar, and ongoing training for growing your business. And this is what you get from IIMAGINE. It's the only complete solution, and you can have it all for just $49 per month. I doubt that you're going to find anybody else giving you an opportunity like this. I look forward to seeing you in the IIMAGINE family. Check out the links in the description. I'll see you in the next video.